start with the second chapter from 10th class, that is acid, bases and salts. This chapter is divided into three parts, that is acid, bases and salts. So we will be discussing all three topics in detail. So let us start with the topic that is acids. So what are acids? So I am taking up this topic first, that is physical properties of acid. Acids, they are sour in taste. The properties of acid, they are sour in taste. They produce H positive ions when dissolved in water. So they produces H positive ions when they are dissolved in water. They are sour in taste. They turn blue litmus paper to red. And whenever they react with bases to form, salt and water. So these are the properties of physical properties of acid. How you can distinguish between acids? Acids, they are sour in taste. They turn blue litmus paper to red. They give H positive ions when on reaction with water, and they react with bases to form salt and water. Okay, so this is the physical properties of an acid. Now coming to chemical properties of acid. As all of the acids, they produce H positive ions on reaction with water. So whenever these acids they react with metal, they releases hydrogen gas. And this hydrogen gas is released with a pop-up sound. This is a peculiar sound for hydrogen gas. So whenever the acids they react with metal, they form hydrogen gas. They can also react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. They can react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates to form CO2 gas. And that CO2 gas can be tested as CO2 turns lime water milky. And also, the chemical properties, in the chemical properties, they can react with bases. Acids can react with bases to form salt and water. So, I'm just briefly discussing the chemical properties of acids. How do acids react with the metals? They react with metals whenever, for example, zinc, when HCl or H2SO4 is added to zinc, it produces salt, that is ZnSO4, and releases hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is a peculiar sound, that is pop sound. And they react with bases to form salt and water. This reaction is also known as neutralization. They react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates like washing soda and baking soda. We will be discussing this in detail. And it releases CO2. CO2 reacts with lime water and it turns lime water milky. Now coming to the bases. Now coming to the physical properties of bases. As we have studied this physical properties of bases, the bases, B says bitter. So they are bitter in taste. And they produces OH negative ions on reaction with water. They react with acids to form salt and water. This is again known as neutralization reaction. And very important, they are all slippery to touch, as in soaps. So these are the physical properties of bases. Now coming to chemical properties of bases. Bases reacts with metal oxide. Bases can react with metal oxide. This is the first property of bases. Bases, they react with water to form alkalis. Now coming to alkalis, they have OH negative ions. All bases, they can react with water to form alkali. So alkali is formed from a base, but all bases are not considered to be alkalis. There are few bases like oxygen, they are like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, or bases. They do not react with water to form this alkali. So all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. So please consider this point also. Now coming to the chemical properties of bases, they react with acid to form salt and water. This reaction we are doing since the first chemical properties of acids also, that is acid react with base to form salt and water. This reaction is known as neutralization reaction. So, physical properties and chemical properties of bases. Now coming to very important topic, that is types of salts. We will be discussing only the important salts. First salt is sodium chloride, NaCl. NaCl is also known as common salt, rock salt or table salt. Why this is known as rock salt? Because it is obtained in crude form after crystallization from the marine salt water. And this salt water is used in preparation of a sodium hydroxide. Now, what is sodium hydroxide? Sodium hydroxide is formed, it is a very important commercial product which is formed from NaCl, which is formed by reacting water with NaCl. And whenever water reacts with NaCl, it forms a brine solution. What is a brine solution? Brine solution is the reaction of salt with water. This is your brine solution. And when electricity is passed through this brine solution, sodium hydroxide is produced. This sodium hydroxide is also known as caustic soda. And the reaction where brine solution, when electricity is passed through this brine solution, that reaction is known as chlor-alkali process. Why it is known as chlor-alkali? Because this is an alkene plus it produces chlorine and this produces hydrogen also. So as chlorine and alkali are produced, that is why this reaction is also known as chlor-alkali. This sodium hydroxide is used commercially for degreasing metals. This chlorine is very important in formation of and manufacturing of CFC, PVC. It is also used for disinfecting drinking water. This hydrogen is used as a fuel in rocket propellants. So all these products, they are very important commercially. These two are gases, they are stored in cylinders, whereas the sodium hydroxide or caustic soda is stored in a water as it is liquid in form. Now coming to another salt, that is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, commercially known as calcium oxychloride. It is obtained by passing chlorine gas through slate lime. When we pass chlorine gas through slate lime, it produces bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, as name suggests, it is used for bleaching the cotton clothes and for the wooden products also. It is very important commercially. This bleach is also used by people for coloring of hair. So this is very important. Bleaching powder is used for disinfecting drinking water. So this bleaching powder is obtained by passing chlorine gas through slate lime, that is CaOH2. Now coming to the two products, that is the washing soda and baking soda. Washing soda, in the manufacturing of this washing soda, Na2CO3 dot NH2O, and in the manufacturing of this NaNCO3, that is baking soda, this brine solution is required. When ammonia is passed through this brine solution, this results in formation of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is your baking soda. Baking soda is converted into baking powder by addition of tartaric acid. And this baking powder is used again in baking industry as it releases CO2, which makes the dough fluffy. The sodium carbonate decahydrate is used as a washing soda. This is used for washing clothes. Again, it is also used for making the sodium compounds like borax. Last product is your POP. POP is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. This calcium sulfate hemihydrate, which is also known as POP, is obtained by heating gypsum. Gypsum का formula है CaSO4.2H2O. When it is heated at high temperature, that is 373 Kelvin, it produces CaSO4.5H2. That is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. And this POP is used again for various purposes, like for repairing or for joining the fractured bones, for ceilings, for making toys, for making statues. So this POP is again very important. And I'll be discussing this types of salt part in details in the next video. So please stay connected. Thank you. Good luck and God bless.